Namaste to all students. Myself JVN Dr. Khushbu Verma from Faculty of Agriculture and Veterinary Science. Today we will discuss about RNA processing, which includes the RNA perfection, and it includes splicing and folding, capping, polyadenylation process. So we will discuss all these steps in detail in this session. Cutting and trimming to generate ends like ribosomal RNA, tRNA, and messenger RNA. Second type of processing is covalent modification, means addition of a cap or a poly A tail to the messenger RNA. Extensive changes of the bases in tRNA. Third type is splicing. So pre-ribosomal RNA, pre-messenger RNA, pre-tRNA by different mechanisms. First of all, we will discuss about the cutting and trimming. So, can use endonucleases to cut at a specific site within a longer precursor RNA. Can use exonuclease to trim back from the new ends to make the mature product. This general process is seen in prokaryotes and eukaryotes both for all types of RNA. Here you can simply see the excision of mature rRNA and tRNA from pre-rRNA in E. coli. This is 16S rRNA, 23 rRNA, tRNA, 5S rRNA. So transcription, these are the genes for coding the RNA molecules. Now transcription will occur and 30S pre-rRNA will be formed, then further cleavage at the by the trimming process. So we will get the 16S rRNA, tRNA, 23S rRNA, 5S rRNA and tRNA. RNA is third cut in stems of stem loops, no apparent primary sequence specificity, and perhaps RNA's third recognize a particular stem structure. Endo and exonuclease to generate ends of tRNA. So endonuclease RNase P cleaves to generate the 5' end. Endonuclease RNase F cleaves 3' nucleotide past the mature 3' end, and exonuclease RNase D trims 3' to 5' leaving the mature 3' end. Here you can see the cleavage of pre-tRNA in E. coli. This is precursor of tRNA. Now RNase P is coming, so it will cleave at the 5' end, and RNase F will cleave at the 3' end. Then RNase F will cleave again at the 3' end. And now this is the modified and mature tRNA. CCA at the 3' end of the tRNA. So virtually all the tRNA end in the sequences having CCA, and amino acids are added to the CCA and during charging of tRNAs for translation process. In most prokaryotic tRNA genes, the CCA is encoded in the DNA. For most eukaryotic tRNA, the CCA is added after transcription in a reaction catalyzed by the tRNA nucleotide transferase enzyme. Where is the catalytic activity in RNase P? RNase P is composed of a 375 nucleotide RNA and a 20 kilodalton protein. The protein component will not catalyze cleavage on its own, and the RNA will catalyze cleavage by itself. The protein component adds in the reaction but is not required for the catalysis. Thus, RNA can be an enzyme. Enzyme composed of RNA are called ribozymes. Now come to the second one, which is covalent modification of RNA. So first is 5' and 3' end of eukaryotic messenger RNA. At the 5' end, capping will be added, and at the 3' end, poly A tail will be added. So add a GMP methylate it and first few nucleotides, and at the 3' end cut the pre-messenger RNA and add poly A. This is the 5' cap structure, which is having methylated cap. This is synthesis of 5' and capping in detail. GTP is having cap. It will release two phosphate groups, and now it will bind at the 5' and this cap. Cleavage and polyadenylation at the 3' end. This is the cut side, and proteins bind transcript region and cleave RNA molecule, and then added poly A tail. CFF, here we will discuss some short forms. So CPSF, cleavage and polyadenylation specificity factor, this one, and CSTF is cleavage stimulation factor, and CF1 and CF2 is cleavage factor, and PAP is poly A polymerase enzyme. So these four to five factors are required for the polyadenylation process, or you can say for the adding poly A tail at the 3' end of messenger RNA. RNA is processed while being synthesized. So tight linkage between transcription and processing. So processing proteins are associated with CTD of large subunit of RNA polymerase second. Capping enzyme with the messenger RNA, guanyl transferase, methyl transferases, and cleavage and polyadenylation factors are CPSF, CSTF, and splicing factors are SR proteins to recruit spliceosomes. Can visualize splicing on the transcript in electron microscope. Function of 5' cap and poly and 3' poly A tail. Both cap and poly A contribute to stability of messenger RNA. Most messenger RNA without a cap or poly A tail are degraded rapidly. Need 5' cap for efficient translation process. Third one is the RNA, splicing of RNA. Overview of types of splicing we will discuss here. Four major types of introns are involved. So four classes of introns can be distinguished on the basis of their mechanism of splicing and or characteristic sequences. First is introns in pre-tRNA, group 1 intron in fungal mitochondria, plastids, and in pre-RNA in tetrahymenia, and group 2 introns in fungal mitochondria and plastids, introns in pre-messenger RNA. Splicing of pre-tRNA. Introns in pre-tRNA are very short, have no consequences sequences, are removed by a series of enzymatic steps. First is cleavage by the endonuclease, then phosphodiesterase to open a cyclic intermediate and provide a 3' OH group, activation of one end by a kinase, ligation of the end with the ATP hydrolysis process, and then phosphatase to remove the extra phosphate on the second OH group. This is the steps which are involved in the splicing of pre-tRNA. These are the intron regions of 10 to 20 nucleotides. So first endonuclease will attack and it will create 2,3 cyclic phosphate, and this is the excised region which has been removed from here. Then phosphodiesterase kinase with ATP hydrolysis and ligase with the ATP hydrolysis, and phosphatase will attack and then will create complete spliced tRNA. Splicing of group 1 and 2nd introns. So introns in fungal mitochondria, plastid, tetrahymenia, pre-rRNA. So in the group 1, self-splicing will be occur and initiate splicing with the G nucleotide. In the group 2nd, self-splicing will be occur and initiate splicing with an internal A. And both type of groups does not require ATP hydrolysis. Splicing of pre-messenger RNA, the intron begins and ends with almost invariant sequence and use ATP to assemble a large spliceosome. Mechanism is similar to that of the group 2nd fungal introns. Initiate splicing with an internal A. use a phosphoester in transfer mechanism for splicing. So this is the sum up of this session, and this session is powered by Digital Version 2.0 Jyoti Vidyapeeth Women's University Jaipur. If you have any query, then mention in the comment box. I will resolve it. Thank you.